Hey everyone, and welcome to our explainer on the Government e-Marketplace, or GeM. Today we're jumping right into one of the most important things you can do on the platform, creating a product bid. If government procurement has ever seemed a bit confusing, well, this one's for you. We're going to walk through it step by step so you can navigate the whole thing like a pro. Let's get into it.
So, what is GeM at its heart? Well, it completely changes the game for how government purchasing works. It takes all those old, slow, paper-heavy processes and swaps them for one single digital marketplace. The idea is to go from a bunch of disconnected steps to one smooth, transparent, and really efficient online system.
Okay, so what in the world is a bid? Think of it like this. You're sending out a formal invitation for sellers to compete for your business. You, as the buyer, spell out exactly what you need. The product, the tech specs, how many you want, and then all the eligible sellers come in and submit their best possible price. It's really the cornerstone of fair competition on the platform.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, why don't I just buy stuff directly? And for smaller purchases, you can, but the bidding process is an incredibly powerful tool. In fact, when you're dealing with larger transactions, it's not just an option, it's actually a requirement.
And here's the golden rule you have to remember. For any government purchase that's valued over 10 lakh rupees, bidding isn't optional, it is mandatory. This rule is in place to make sure there's maximum transparency and competition, which means you get the best possible value when you're spending public money. All right, let's switch gears and get practical. The entire process, from start to finish, kicks off with one simple action: logging into your GeM account. This is your key to the entire marketplace, so let's do it together. And here's the front door. All you gotta do is punch in your GeM user ID, fill out that little CAPTCHA to prove you're a human, and click Submit to move on. So yeah, it's a really simple sequence. Pop in your credentials, hit Submit, and then enter your password. Once you're in, it's time to find what you're looking for. Okay, so you're logged in and looking at your dashboard. Your next mission is to find the specific product you need to buy. Now, GeM has a huge catalog, but its search tools make finding things super straightforward. Just look right up at the top navigation bar. You'll see the Market menu. Hover your mouse over it, a little drop-down will appear, and from there, just click on Products. That's your ticket into the main product catalog. Now, this should feel pretty familiar, right? Just like any big e-commerce website, GeM has a search bar right at the top. Just start typing the name of the item you need. Let's say desktop, and the system will start suggesting categories to help you narrow it down. Okay. This next step is absolutely critical. Once you see the search results, look over to the left side for the intent of buying filter. You have to select Bid RA, which stands for bid or reverse auction. This tells the system you're starting a competitive process, not just making a quick purchase. All right, you found your product category, and you've told the system you want to create a bid. Now comes the really powerful part. You get to tailor this bid to your organization's exact needs. This is where you really take control. You're going to hear this term golden parameters thrown around. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. These are just the most important must-have specs for your product. You know, the deal breakers. By selecting these, you're making sure that every single seller who participates in your bid can actually meet your basic requirements.
And you can customize so much more. I mean, you can add your own specific parameters, create buyback options for your old equipment, stretch the delivery time all the way up to a year, and even set up staggered deliveries. You can also customize the standard terms and conditions. The control is really in your hands.
And of course, on top of all those cool features, you'll nail down the fundamentals. This is where you specify the exact number of units you need, the delivery window you require, and the specific warranty period you're looking for. Getting these right is so important for a clear, effective bid. We're in the home stretch now. Before you publish your bid for everyone to see, the system will ask you to review a few final details. This is all about making sure everything is compliant and crystal clear for any potential sellers. You might see an option for something called the Reverse Charge Mechanism, or RCM. In simple terms, this is a tax compliance feature for specific government departments. If your department's tax rules need it, you can set it up right here. If not, you can usually just proceed. But it's an important tool to know about.
Now, this is a really great feature for promoting inclusivity. You can actually choose to grant exemptions on certain criteria, like a seller's past annual turnover. Doing this can open the door for newer businesses, for startups, and for smaller companies to participate in your bid, which means more competition. And there you have it. We've gone through the entire process, right from that initial login to finalizing every single detail.
With these steps, you are totally equipped to create a clear, competitive, and successful bid on the GeM portal. So, what's the big takeaway? Mastering the bid creation process isn't just about following the rules. It's about empowering your organization. It puts you in the driver's seat, making sure you get exactly what you need at the best possible price, all through a fair and transparent competition. Now that you have these steps, the power to totally transform your procurement is literally at your fingertips. The only question left is, are you ready to go out there and make it happen?
Because that's what GeM is all about in the end, making government procurement efficient, transparent, and inclusive for everyone involved. Thanks for watching, and happy bidding.